inclusive. Thank you, Count Corla. I'm glad to have the opportunity to speak on the bill and thank the deputies who have brought it forward, and I will be supporting it. When dealing with such sensitive issues, Count Corla, it is of the utmost importance to listen. Listen to those who are affected most by whatever the issue happens to be. In this case, I have listened and read numerous emails from adoptees since being elected. They outline their difficulties, the difficulties they face in their lives due to the absence of their biological family history, most particularly when it comes to healthcare and health-related issues. Most of us will be familiar with the procedure of going into a doctor or a dentist and having to fill out a medical history form. Quite often these forms ask if there's any hereditary conditions which are likely to develop or have already developed. Unfortunately, we all know too well that there are a cohort of people in this country unable to answer such questions due to an absence of information about biological parents. So let me share with the House 2 examples of testimonies from people who have contacted me on the issue. Jerry, who is 57 years old, says, "I am now 57 years old and have had some major health issues. I cannot get any medical history, which has greatly impeded my progress. I have been out of work for nearly 20 years due to the above. The lack of right to my records has had a detrimental impact on my life. We had to sell our house in Dublin and move to the country to make ends meet. I have battled alcoholism, depression and health problems, a lot of which were stress-related. The constant battle with various state agencies has worn me down, and unfortunately, I don't think the passing of the bill will have much effect on my situation. It may help younger people to avoid the pitfalls I have encountered and hopefully give them a better life." Seamus, who wrote, "The past few weeks have been very difficult for adoptees, birth parents and survivors. Following the publication of the final report of the Commission of Inquiry into Mother and Baby Homes, there have been revelation after revelation about how adoptees in particular are denied access to their own identity. We have failed adoptees entirely and for too long. We need to make it right. This is not about party or politics. This is about doing right by a cohort of those being denied the most basic knowledge of themselves. Please support the bill so we can begin to address the wrongs of the past. Thank you, Seamus." Count Corla, I do intend to support the bill. The 2 testimonies I just read out outline the need for this bill far better than anything I could ever have said. These are stories from people who have had to live with the present situation. These people know that the legislation needs to be passed for the system to change. We also must recognise the links here between adoptees and the issues surrounding the mother and baby's homes. I do understand that not every adoptee was linked to a mother and baby home, but there is a crossover to a great extent. Suffice to say, Count Corla, that adoptees played no part in the decisions that put them in this position. If we want to right at least one of the wrongs perpetrated on adoptees and their mothers, we need to start by allowing access to birth records. Thank you.